Hello and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss, the podcast where we help you navigate the challenges of modern life, answering your 21st century questions and finding solutions to those everyday dilemmas. Like, do you need to peel a potato? Yeah.
It depends if you're doing skin-on wedges. Yeah.
Jinx, 1, 2, 3. And am I too old to buy a Where's Wally book for myself? I could never find Wally. What?
Is that because Wally was doing the searching?
No, wait, I don't get that. I do not get that.
Because you're the Wally.
Oh! Just fucking proof I am.
Yes. Well, it's all right. Ben didn't get it either, so there we go.
Very good. Shake my hand.
Thank you.
Jesus, that was good. You made me look right, Dick.
It's not difficult.
It's like an inspirational quote. It's like, if you can't find Wally...
If you can't find Wally, you are the Wally.
Look in a mirror. Yeah.
In America, they call him Wally, don't they?
Where's Waldo?
Waldo.
Yes.
That's it. Wally.
I don't know why.
I could never find him. And what should you do if you've accidentally sexted your boss? But we're not usual agony ants, are we, William Hanson, the UK's leading etiquette expert?
No, we're not, Jordan North. I'm more French Brie. You're more Dairy Lee.
Oh, great.
And that's from George Martin, who clearly has...
Who wrote Game of Thrones?
He's got some free time on his hands now.
Is that George Martin off of Game of Thrones?
I think so.
Is he a Diva?
Yeah.
Christ, that's one of the best ones we've had.
Yeah.
George R. Martin. Jesus.
Yeah, I think that's from him. Thank you, George.
Fair play. Wow.
I've never seen an episode.
Yeah, are you going to try and make it?
Hattie got me a book for my birthday years ago and I never got round to reading it, but I love the series.
Yeah, I don't know. It's all a bit sexual and...
It's not. It's got dragons in.
Well, yeah, I don't think the dragon...
I'm not going to lie to you. There is a load of shagging. I had to stop watching it with my mum.
Oh.
Yeah, back when I lived...
Gosh, has it been on for that long?
Yeah.
You were watching it when you were back home?
I first watched it, right, when I was on Richard Bacon's show as a researcher on 5 Live. Do you remember? And my editor said to me, you need to... There's some show that's massive in America, and we've got 2 guests on, and you need to watch a couple of episodes of it. And we got sent, like, the DVDs.
Well, that dates it.
And I had to write some questions about it. And I watched the first 2 episodes, and I come back in office, and I've just watched one of the best shows I've ever seen. And I watched, in like 2-3 weeks, a binge series, the whole 2 series.
Gosh. Yeah. And have you done the new one?
A couple of episodes, on my iPad.
Good.
Right. Anyway. Who should we toast to?
Well, I think we had some great examples in the weekend release.
Oh!
We're on a ban still.
Oof!
We're still on a ban.
Christ!
We had some great examples in the weekend release of some Wendy's and potato peelers, so I'd like to taste all of them and everyone else who's done it as well that we may not have mentioned yet on this podcast. Oh my God, you've just splashed on the table, Jordan.
Got a napkin or anything?
Ben, can we use your hoodie?
Ben. We need to do another pissed episode soon, don't we?
We do, yes.
We haven't got proper piss. Let's have a look.
At the bus stop today, coming in, because I had to get the bus because the Elizabeth line was down. I got the bus for about 5 minutes to the Central line.
Buzz.
I got bus. And just there, thank you, Ben.
Cheers, Ben. You missed a bit. I was going to say, should we do it next Friday, but I'm on loose women. To get paid. Oh, no, I could record. Oh, no, I'm not. Then
I'm also in Portugal, so no.
Oh, okay. Christ, what's that you've used?
It's a Dettol wipe, I think
it
he's
smells
used.
Nice. Mm. Carry on.
Where were we?
It's going to be one of those episodes.
Yeah. Where were we?
What were we talking about?
I don't
then?
know. I feel it was quite seminal.
Getting pissed.
No. Spilling.
Junk.
Wendy's.
Potato peelers. What were we on about then? Anyway.
I have absolutely no idea. Anyway.
Christ.
Oh my God, it was your birthday last week.
Yeah.
And now your memory's gone.
I know,
That's what happens with aging.
Isn't it? I got an air fryer.
You got an air fryer?
I know,
How old are you?
Welcome to your 30s. I've been, hinting for one for ages, so I got one.
And is it a double basket one?
I beg your pardon?
Has it got 2 baskets or just one?
I've not used it yet, so I don't know.
No.
It's going to be one of those. I've wanted one for ages, and I'm probably never going to use it. I'm going to make Yorkshire puddings in them.
Oh, for God's sake.
I'm going to have one more attempt. One more try.
You can't even do them in a conventional oven. You're going to really struggle in an air fryer.
Oh, cool. I got an air fryer. I was chuffed to bits.
Well, I'm told they're very good. So, and they save on electricity and thus money. So we're all for that.
Anyway, who are we toasting to?
Well, all the Wendy people.
All the people that are doing Wendy. Can I borrow your potato peeler?
All to them.
Keep the videos coming in. It goes like this. Wendy! Get
away your potato peeler!
Right, you get yourself off, Ben. As always, if you need our help with something, then we would love it if you got in touch. You can send your tales of trepidation to help@sexwithmyboss.com, or you can tweet us or send us a message on Instagram @sexwithmyboss, or you can write to William, who promises a handwritten reply in his own letter paper. The address is on the website, sexwithmyboss.com. You know, last week you had to rush off to meet an earl.
Are you meeting a duke?
I'm not meeting a duke. I've got to go.
A marquis?
No, I've got to be back because I'm getting my settee delivered at 11:45 this afternoon.
By an
this
earl?
morning. Not by an earl, no.
Right, okay.
So, yeah.
Very similar.
I'm stressed because I don't know if it's going to get through the front
Have
door.
you put some cones out the front with delivery imminent?
No. Do you need to do that?
Is it a sofa that's a direct replica from Sandringham House?
No. I'm stressed.
Will you be having a 3-piece suite warming party?
No. I've already...
What are all these references to?
I don't know.
Think.
The palace.
Keeping Up Appearances.
Oh, okay.
There's a whole episode where she has a new sofa delivered.
And
it's actually one of the best episodes
Is
of
it?
Keeping
And
Up
it's
Appearances.
what is it? A replica from...
It's a direct replica from one at Sandringham House, although it turns up and it looks nothing like they would even have at Sandringham House. But anyway.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, I've got to rush off to get this settee.
Nice.
If it don't get through that door, I don't know
What colour are we going? Describe the sofa.
I think it's
Is it a 2-seater?
green.
It's green. Green. And is it 3-seater? 4?
It's, yeah, 3.
Is it L-shaped? You know, you get those ones.
No.
Has it got? Now you're older. Has it got a recliner function?
No.
No. And is it stuffed with feather or foam?
Did we get a little puff with it? I can't remember. Did I order? I can't remember if I ordered the puff with it or not. We'll soon find out when delivery man comes. Hiya! I'm glad you laughed. Is it the buffet?
It's not a buffet. It's
just a
definitely
puff.
not a buffet.
It's a poof, innit?
A puff. It's not a buffet.
Is it not?
There's no accent on the
It's
E.
just a puff.
It's just a puff.
Oh, weird. It's a leg step. What is it? Leg rest.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyway, how's your week been?
Well, let's go back to previous weeks because we promised in our weekend release that we would talk about your uneventful, not really a thing.
Oh, cheers.
Excuse me! You're the one who's like, oh, don't pick it up, don't make it a thing.
I hosted my first dinner party last Friday.
In your new house.
In my new house.
Which, Jean Evers, can I say, is very nice. You've made it. You were very worried because you've only been in there a month, just over a month. You're a bit worried, oh, it's not ready, am I ready for guests? If you've done that in a month, I can't wait to see it in 2 months.
Bless you. You were really
very
kind,
up together.
actually. You said I'm so proud of you.
I am proud of you.
That's really kind of you.
It's
Thank
nice. As I can't remember which of the reception rooms I said that to you in, but I think it was the blue drawing room. But it was nice. It was very nice. 2 floors as well.
All right. Give me bloody address out, why don't you?
Well, I arrived. I didn't know if you were top or bottom, but you go down in the basement to get in.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, you do. Well, that's how you took it. Is that the tradesman's entrance? That was the entrance I was directed to.
Yeah, there's 2. I don't want to talk about this.
You, very sweetly, you clearly know me so well because I got this text going, if you're early, you can come. I was sitting in the pret-a-manger.
I texted you at 6:30, you were due at 7, and I just knew you'd be hanging around.
I'd found it, but it was a cab pret about 10 minutes away. And
I knew, so I just had it. It was call it a mother's intuition.
Oh God, you're not my mother.
Not about that, darling. So I just thought, I'm going to text him now, and you literally went, I'll be there in 10. And I'll give you the grand
I
tour.
like to get to places early, so I'm not late. And also, because we've been writing the book, we had only a couple of weeks ago when we were writing about sort of entertaining things, I had said, and I've said this on this podcast before, I've said it in all my books before, I would rather somebody was an hour late than 5 minutes early. So I thought I definitely can't turn up early, but you clearly knew that I was going to be lurking around the corner. So thank you. And then I got a little private tour,
Yeah.
which was nice. And We have the same bed.
I can't believe this. I totally forgot about that.
That new bed that I ordered only at the start of the year because I broke it.
I forgot.
Same one.
We've got the same bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yours is the size up from what we have.
Shut up.
What? Yours is a 3/4 bed. Ours is just a single. No. No, you've got ever so slightly bigger bed.
Thank you. Why I get so weird about stuff like this, don't I?
It's just your bed.
I know, but...
It's nice. Anyway, so there we go.
Did you have a good night?
Yes, it's unrelated to the bed. Yes. I did have a very good night. Mikey had a very good night. Ben, did you have a good night? Yes.
Cat have a good night. Diego was there as well.
Diego was there. All the gang, Chelsea and James, Mairead.
Yeah.
It was great fun. No, we had a really lovely time.
Well, thank you.
So
did
thank
you
you
enjoy?
very much.
What do you think of the chili?
I thought the chili was lovely.
Loved it.
It's not my best, but it weren't my worst.
Well, I thought it was lovely. Not as good, however,
Oh God.
as your brownies. Jordan did his brownies for pudding.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I've got some left over here for you. There you go.
I mean, they sounded hard when you put them on the table, I'll be
Also,
honest.
it's in timber. That looks like I'm giving you heroin. Not that I ever know, but that looks like I'm dealing crack.
Jordan, that's a door wedge.
Good shit. Let's get that down here.
Jordan, that is solid.
I think I'm a bit hard. William also said to me on the night.
Just listen to this.
Don't do that to my brownies. You love my brownies. William also said to me on the night I'd nipped out.
They're still quite good.
I'd nipped out. Do you want one, Ben? I'd nipped out towards the end of the night. I'm cutting down, don't worry. And William came out into the garden.
No, and you are twisting my words.
No, and said, and bear in mind, I'd done a chili, I'd done wedges, I'd done garlic breads, and it was all. I come out, and William said, "Well, the brownies were delicious."
No, but I wasn't saying that as if to go.
I know you weren't.
Everything else was
I know
shit.
you weren't. I know you weren't. What did
Take
you
those
think
away
of?
from me.
What did you think of the casual setting? Because obviously
The cutlery in the pot.
there was a cutlery in the pot, and I put everything out, and it was kind of help yourselves, wasn't it?
I didn't know if I was at your house or at Weatherspoons, but
No, you don't help yourself at Weatherspoons. That's a harvester.
oh right, it's
Toby
a
Carvery.
Toby Carvery.
I quite liked it that it was.
I liked the vibe. It works for you.
Yeah,
Okay, I mean that in the nicest possible way.
Yeah.
If I know it's the new Relax Me,
yeah.
but if I did cutlery in a pot at mine, even if I'm doing come around for pizzas, I still think people would think I've lost the plot.
No.
But that's because it's me.
Because did you like it, Ben? I just thought it was chilled, help yourself, everyone getting up, and
Chill, chilling.
yeah.
Yeah. And you served it out. You served it out for a sort of buffet style, and we helped ourselves on your breakfast bar.
Oh, for God's sake!
And
Why don't you just post pictures up? Shut up!
oh well, I have got a few.
No, Jesus.
But no. Also, when I arrived early, you were incredibly nervous
Was it?
to the point where you went to go and get something out the fridge. I think maybe my gin or something. You poured my gin, and then you noticed that you had, and I hadn't noticed, and I really am the sort of person that would notice. There was just a tiny speck on the fridge. Out came the fridge cleaner. Out came the duster. We were doing a high buff polish all over the fridge.
A lot of people don't think we talked about it before. I'm very clean and tidy, and I was in full Wendy North mode. All day I was in my leggings, my hair tied up.
I think even Wendy North might not have spotted that mark. I think you take Wendy North to a new level.
Marigold's on, Whitney Houston blasting out at the smart speaker. Graham! If you're going to sit there, make yourself bloody useful.
My mother used to put a no note in the sink. In the
so you
basin,
couldn't use
actually.
the sink?
So she'd clean the downstairs cloakroom, and then she'd write on a post-it note,
Cloakroom?
no.
You had a cloakroom?
Yeah.
You've got two.
What are you, a primary school?
And she'd
Cloakroom? Did you have your pumps in there as well for a wet day?
she'd put this, so we wouldn't be able to use that basin. We'd have to go and use another basin because either guests were coming. So we'd always, and then I decided that actually she was getting through quite a lot of post-it notes, and that was wasteful. So even age 10, I was quite environmentally conscious. So I printed on a piece of paper, printed saying no, and then I got my laminating machine out, because obviously I had a laminating machine, and I laminated the note, and then she could just put that one in every time she kept it in the
Did
bathroom
she
drawer.
use it?
Yeah, she did. For years.
Bless her.
But yeah, the no note, don't use that basin.
But anyway, thanks for coming. It was a good night. Did you, yeah.
What about that hummus?
Oh, yes.
You were raving about the hummus. Everyone. I mean, I had a little bit, but I was outside with Mairead.
Don't. You'll make me sound posh. But I
mean, you got it from a jar. I mean, you hadn't made your own.
No, yeah, So I got this. Do you know what? I only got it from. Have a brownie.
No, I shouldn't.
I only got it from Tesco's, right? And
I just
everyone was raving on about it.
Pause. I did some work for Tesco just before Christmas, and they don't like it when you say Tesco's. You've got to say Tesco.
Tesco's. Well, I got it from Big Tesco's near me. Right, because they apparently don't like it when you say Big Tesco. And what was the brand of it, Ben? Can you remember? Everyone were taking pictures of it. It's in a big yellow tub.
It was like Martha's or Rita's or something.
Yeah, I can't remember anyway. Oh, is that it? No. Anyway.
But your hummus was lovely, and then after dinner and after we'd helped ourselves and had the brownies and all that sort of delicious. Did you serve ice cream with the brownies? No, you offered, I think.
Yeah, did you not have
No, because the brownies were cold, so I didn't need cold and cold. If it was hot and cold, that would be fine.
Ramona's. Yeah, check it out. It's in a big yellow tub. It's so good. It's got a picture of Ramona on it. What?
If I weren't a bit piddly, I'd do some biting political satire here, but I'm afraid my brain isn't working fast enough at the moment.
Anyway, carry on.
We then played a card game. Now, Jordan had said to us, on this very podcast, I've got the Traitors card game. What Jordan meant is he's got a pack of cards. It wasn't a Traitors card game. We just played the Traitors card game.
No, I do have the Traitors card game, the official one.
Oh, right.
But I couldn't get my head around the rules, so I know how to play Mafia, which is the card game. It's basically the same thing. So we played Mafia, and my God,
it got a bit 3 rounds of Mafia.
Literally, if you're listening now and you've got people over, play Mafia. Google how to play. It's so easy to play. It's basically Traitors, but with cards around a table. It got heated.
Everyone thought
I'm pointing at Ben, going, "You're a fucking traitor. You're a traitor. I'm a faithful. I know you are, you weedy little bastard." Proper screaming. It got so...
I think there is a little bit of video evidence. Was it you? No, you sent me the video of Ben and I having an argument.
I can put it up if you want. Should we put it up?
Yeah,
we can put it up.
It was. It got intense. I was a faithful all 3 rounds, but yet particularly for the first 2, because I wasn't saying anything, because you know my laissez-faire attitude to parlour games, I was just like, oh, whatever. And
We're not into it.
No, I am into it, but I like observing and participating, but not to the point where I have to sort of expend that much energy. And everyone was like, "Traitor, because you're not saying anything."
I got called Wilf at one point. I've never been so offended in all my life.
Were you a traitor at any point?
I was a traitor, but got caught out pretty much first round.
It was you and Mikey, wasn't it?
Yeah. But then we won. And then Ben and Kat were traitors together.
And I got voted out immediately at that round. And I said, "But Ben, I am not a traitor, but Ben and Kat are." Nobody believed me. And shock. Who were the traitors at the end?
It's a good game. It's a good game.
Yeah, I feel like Maddie. Can we also talk about Kat's impressions?
They are phenomenal.
She does the entire cast of the Traitors. She does a great Claudia. Admittedly, that's a physical one, and she has to pull her jumper up over her head. She is such a good impressionist.
She really is. Was she doing impression? Who else was she doing him of?
She does Maddie.
She does Maddie. Meryl.
She did so many. She does great. Like, as a fellow impressionist, I have to, take my hat off.
You're the John Culture and Jan Ravens of our generation.
As a fellow impressionist, this episode's got a part. Yeah.
Anyway, it was a lovely evening. Thank you very much for having us.
No, thank you for coming.
And now it's my turn to have you.
Yeah. Oh, also, I'll just say this. I think the wine let us down. I should have. I should have got. I don't know. I opened a bottle of wine. And it weren't for me.
Oh, really?
But we were pissed. Were you pissed?
Yeah, it all goes down the same order.
Yeah.
I got back very late.
You were on the wine as well, and the gins.
Yeah. Yeah. We got into bed at 1:30.
Did you?
Yes. We got into bed and we had to just check which bed we were in. Is this our bed or is it Jordan's? But it was our own bed. Because our bedroom walls are a very similar colour and we have a very similar headboard, /bed.
It's the same bed.
Well, it is the same bed, yes.
As if we got the same bed. What are the odds of that?
Same bed, same paint colour. Similar. Ever so slightly different, but to the naked eye, it looks the same. You've just got very good taste.
Thank you.
And actually, something when I was coming round to your house...
It's like through the pissing keyhole, this.
No, when I was coming round to your house, you don't have this yet. Maybe you're going to get one installed, maybe you're not. You know Ring door cameras?
Yes.
Everybody seems to have them, particularly our generation now. And obviously, very functional, there's a purpose. However, I don't have a Ring doorbell camera because we have another video entry system that was sort of inbuilt, but I have had one in the past in my previous flat. I've suddenly realised you have to be careful because the moment that camera detects motion, it starts recording, and it records sound. So when you go around to people's houses normally, particularly if you're going with a friend or your partner, you're chatting, going, oh God, I hope this isn't a late night, or oh God, I don't like that bay tree, or that sort of thing. This is now all being recorded.
Oh God, yeah, you see a lot.
Now,
of them on
luckily,
TikTok.
Mikey and I arrived separately, so I wasn't talking to anyone. But there have been lots of people's houses over the last year that I have arrived at, and I've had to go to my.
Oh God!
Don't criticise their curtains.
Wendy would be a nightmare for that.
Yeah.
Net curtains in this day and age.
And
Bloody, what is it, the 90s?
From an etiquette point of view, this is very interesting because you've got to, literally you are being recorded. So you have to say something nice or nothing at all.
Oh, that's really good, Gene Davis. Remember, be careful of that.
Say something like, what a beautiful area, even if it's not. It's just because they might check it back. Because I would.
Yeah, you're right, you would.
Yeah.
Oh, it stinks of stale piss. Can you smell stale piss? Oh, we're so excited. We've got some bubbly. Come on, let's get in. It's piss, in it? It's definitely piss. It's that dog, it's on its way out.
So yes, it's just again, it's a new etiquette dilemma. Just make sure you say something nice and positive when you arrive at people's houses. And anyone arriving through my back passage, I have a camera up the back passage, and that records sound as well. So even though there's not a video door camera, there is a video camera.
Can anyone go through your front passage?
Oh, they can try, but it's blocked off.
Do you not have a front passage?
Well, I do, but that you go up to Izzy and Dom and Ollie and Louise and everyone else that way.
Who's there? Izzy, Dom, Ollie and Louise?
And all the other flats.
Oh, it basically, you live in a student halls, don't you?
I do not live in a student halls. I live in a very luxury Victorian terrace that bears a similar resemblance to Cherry Tree Lane.
Cherry Tree Lane? Housewives?
It's like you don't know me.
What's Cherry Tree Lane again?
Someone is returning.
Oh, Mary Poppins.
Thank you.
Is that Cherry Tree Lane?
Yes.
Is that where they live?
Yes, number 17, Michael and Jane. Haven't had a Poppins reference for a while.
Oh, so it's dead, isn't it?
It's not dead, just the stage show. Ben?
I wonder if anyone's got any examples of their Ring.
Oh, I wonder if anyone has any examples of their Ring cameras and guests, or them themselves. Maybe they've been sent videos from friends of them drunkenly staggering out of people's houses.
Yeah.
Or, oh, thank God we're gone. I thought we'd never leave. Or arriving at people's houses saying, oh.
Yeah, that'd be good, actually. Send them in.
I've never liked Jordan.
Yeah.
That sort of thing. Send them in.
This is where Jordan says he actually does have a ring.
Oh my God, you don't have a ring,
I
do you?
do, yeah.
Mikey gave me a ring years ago for Christmas, but it wasn't the ring I was hoping for.
What?
A Ring doorbell.
Oh.
And Ben, I did not mean that.
Yeah, I forgot that.
I meant ring. As in on your finger. And,
Right, should we go to Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week?
Go for it.
If you like a chap who's cheeky and northern, you're in for a treat with our Jordan. And if a giggle is what you seek, you're sure to love Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week. Cha-cha-cha.
What did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob?
I mean, can we do this?
Can we? I'll tell you the punchline. Yeah, it's all above board.
Okay.
I'll tell you the punchline after the break.
I'm going to have a brownie.
Thanks for sticking with us, Gene Divas. Okay, so it's time for Jordan's Jolly Joke of the Week. What did one saggy boob say to the other saggy boob? If we don't get the proper support, people will think we're nuts. Can we say that? That's not.
So I'm still eating the
That's
brownie.
that's not across the line, is it?
No. That's fine.
It's from Dad Jokes.
Have you got any more?
Oh, that's my cleaning product that I keep
Show me.
highly recommending to you. Star Drops White
I've got
Vinegar.
that.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good, but it makes your house smell like a chippy.
You know what Star
So
Drops
do
also
it.
do?
Go on.
Pink stuff. You remember the pink stuff?
Oh, I've got that.
Yeah?
Yeah, for me, I'll.
Rub your pink stuff on the hob.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
nice. Jordan, can I shock you with something?
Go for it.
Well, our 5th birthday is next month on the 20th of March.
Have we been doing this for 5 years?
Yes, well, nearly. 4 years and 11 months currently.
Really?
We've got some very exciting plans on the way, it says here. I don't.
He hates it.
I have absolutely no
He
idea.
hates it when we read the script and make it clear that we're reading the script.
But look, Gene Divas, as ever, we need your help. We want to know your favourite moment from the podcast so far. So whether it's from me taking Jordan to a 5-star hotel in Monaco
How many years ago was that?
3.
When Ben got into a fight with a Trump supporter. We'd literally been there an hour.
Whether it's you making me do a shift in Greg's, we want you to let us know what your favourite sexted moment is.
Your first pasty in Burnley?
Yes, we did the state visit to Burnley.
Gay ghost for me.
Chomping on pork. I love that one.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's from the early series.
You can head to sextedmyboss.com/birthday, another URL, to submit your suggestions. That's been done for the month. We'll reveal what we are going to do with them in the next few weeks.
Is it our 5th birthday?
It's our 5th birthday.
Jesus. Oh my God.
And as you told us a few weeks ago, for your 5th anniversary, you get wood.
You do get wood. I'm sure. Have we been on doing this 5 years?
Yes.
When it first went out? 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. I think we're celebrating our birthday from the first transmission, as
Which
it were.
was in March, weren't it?
I think on the 20th.
It was conceived in December, then it popped out.
It was conceived in December. God.
Gosh, short conception or short, whatever they call it.
Also, right, because people said that my voice is different in the first couple of series. It was because I've said this was very heavily on the piss at the time.
And we recorded episodes 1, 2, and 3 at the same
And
time.
we recorded a lot of episodes in batches and chunks.
Due to Jordan's very busy schedule at the time.
Somebody sent me a DM saying, look, it's really freaked me out. Someone sent me a DM saying, look, I know you think this is mad, but the reason why your voice has changed is because you've been abducted by aliens and they forgot to put the right voice
I've got the
box
clips
in.
here if you want to listen to them.
What?
Here's clip 1 from the very first episode.
Yeah, and now I'm thinking, God, have I been probed or anything like that?
Okay, here's clip 1. Hello, I'm Jordan North. And here's clip from last week. Hello, I'm Jordan North, and welcome to Help I Sexted My Boss.
I don't sound like that. I don't.
Have I changed?
I have. Right.
I'm just going to sit at my breakfast bar.
I haven't changed. Right.
At 1:45.
My voice doesn't sound different. I don't think it does. Right. And I've not changed.
You have just gone ever so slightly more northern.
I've not changed. I just dress better. That's all. I do, like.
Are you sure?
I'm not saying I'm frigging Harry Styles, but I'm like I dress a bit better than 5 years ago. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I think does that sound twatty?
No.
It's just yeah.
When you get given
I've not people leave changed. I'd like to think I dress a bit better.
Yes. Okay.
I've not changed.
Oh, Camp Young Jordan. Oh, look at the mucking here, Mum.
What are you on about? Oh,
Yeah, when you phoned up and said I need to leave, your friend's sleepover or something, didn't you?
yeah.
That was the birth of Camp Young Jordan.
Camping Jordan. Yeah.
Bless. Anyway, right. What's coming up on the weekend release? No idea. Haven't recorded it.
Let's go to listeners. Come on, this is last week we did a short episode. This is dragging on now. Sorry, G and Divas.
This one is from Tina with 2 E's. Dear William Jordan and producer Bet, 2 E's. That's not a personal comment on her front. That's just how she spells her name.
How does she show me the name?
Tina.
Oh.
Double E. Dear Jordan, William and producer Ben, I've been with my wife for 12 years and we work together. However, for the last 18 months, we've had no sexual contact, and to top it off, I have seen messages between her and our boss, which they refer to each other as sexy and gorgeous. How do I broach this with either of them without losing the woman I love or my job? Should I just say nothing and hope that I'm reading too much into it? Thank you both in advance. Love the show and hope you can help. All the best, Tina.
Gotta hit this one head on, Tina. I think, you need a big chat. You need to bring up the lack of intimacy in your relationship and say, well, look, we've not had sex in ages. Can we start getting intimate again? And you definitely need to mention the text messages because that'll just eat you up inside and it'll go over and over and over and over in your head. You need to definitely...
The thing I would query is, and I think you need to be careful, I mean, Tina, your points are all valid and I'm on your side. I have seen messages between her and my boss. How have you seen those messages? Where were those messages? Now, I'm not saying that they are entitled to send those messages, because they shouldn't be if there is indeed a, bit of an agenda there. But if you've always been looking at her phone, it's difficult to then flag that up, because two wrongs don't make a right, even though her wrong is probably more wrong than your wrong. So if she knows you look at her phone, let's say you're looking at a photograph and a message pops in at the top, let's say, I think that's fair enough, because you were on her phone, she knew you were on your phone, fair enough. But I think you need to be a little bit careful about how you approach this from a messaging point of view, because why have you seen those messages? And again, we're only going off what you've written in here.
Yeah, it sounds like you're really going through it, Tina, so you just need to do a bit of a Love Island and say, can we have a chat, and just get it all out. I know that's going to be hard, and you're probably not going to lose the love of your life, don't worry, but you need to say, I've seen these messages, and just be honest and open.
Maybe I would maybe go for the first chat is, can we be more intimate? Is there anything that we can do? Can we try something new? Is there
Get it all out in one.
Do that first and give that a go, and then if that doesn't work, then go back to the messaging.
You need to get it all out in one. You need to have a big chat. Defo. Best of luck with Tina, and let us know how you got on. Please do get back in touch.
This one is from Annie. Dear Jordan, William, executive producer Ben, and Diego, how do I tell my neighbour to stop being sick in his garden? I should start off by telling you that I have severe emetophobia.
I think that's people that are scared of being sick.
Correct.
My form tutor at school had that.
Really?
Because I was sick all the time, she used to get mad at me. I was a very sickly child.
Why?
I was banned from school dinners at St James's Primary School in Burnley. Because I was always sick. The smell used to make me sick. So I had to go and eat with butties in a room on my own. At that point, honestly.
You want me to eat with other children, Mummy?
Why are you turning me in? How has this role reversals happened? I did. The smell of the canteen used to make me sick.
Right.
You know what I'm like now? I've got a bad gag reflex.
Carry on.
Like now, if I start gipping or something, you know what I'm like?
Has that held you back in your media career?
No, so now, you know what I'm like? I'm like, anyway, carry on.
It's so bad it controls my daily life, Annie continues, and 3 rounds of therapy hasn't helped. My current issue is that I have a horrible neighbour who frequently uses his back garden to be sick in. I cannot stand to hear it. Surely the other neighbours can't like it either, but being emetophobic, this very seriously ruins my day. Silly, I know, but I just can't help it. The anger is, I fear, unreal. Why not do it in your bathroom when you're not affecting anyone? I just don't get it. I've tried passive-aggressively huffing, slamming windows, and moaning loudly about how disgusting it is to hear, but it doesn't stop him. So my question is, how do I very politely ask him to stop being sick in his garden? At this point, I'm contemplating packing my bags and moving. I would also like to say I do genuinely understand he may have an illness or something that means he can't help vomit, but I can't just get my head around why you can't be sick inside your own home. I'd be so grateful for any advice. Love and best wishes, Annie.
Annie, weird that he's just going out to have a casual sick. Who does that? It's all right to have a cheeky fag in back garden and stuff, but...
Not a cheeky spew.
Yeah, not a cheeky spew. So, first of all, he said, how do I politely ask him? We'll do it like that, politely ask him.
Yes.
I think you need to go around.
And
also,
make him aware that you are emetophobic.
I was just gonna say that. Explain your situation. Everything you've just said to us there, say to him, look, this is a big fear of mine. It's, affected my life on a daily basis. I've had therapy for it. So I often hear that you're sick and I know you might have an illness. Everything you've said in that letter, say to this person. He's another human being. So hopefully on a human to human level, he will relate and have empathy for your situation.
Yes, but also it is his garden. It's awful. It's grim. It's use that
and
word
if
again.
that don't work, just pop your head out a window and say, "Stop being sick in your garden, you dirty bastard!"
And if you live in Burnley, that's how you do it.
Yes.
But if you're living in Esher, then that's not how we do it. So, for example...
Or you could say grotty bastard. Stop being sick in your back garden, you grotty bastard. Yeah, grotty's better than dirty.
Right,
Go for grotty.
The decision is yours. Can I just ask, 3 round...
Grot bag. Sorry to interrupt.
Grot bags?
Yeah. You ever get called a grot bag?
No.
Your dad used to come into your room. Fucking stinks in here, you grot bag. Open a window.
3 rounds of therapy. Now, does that mean you've had therapy 3 times, so 3 one-hour sessions, or does that mean you've had 3 rounds, as in?
We don't need to go into.
Well, no,
the ins
because
and
if you've had 3 hours of therapy, I would say probably a little bit more for this.
You're bugging me today. You're doing me head in. Why does that matter?
I'm embellishing.
Don't embellish. It's already gone on for about an hour and a half, this episode. Sum up your advice for Annie. Does it matter about the bloody... Does it really matter?
I would say, well, okay, my advice, recapped in a short, succinct way for people's benefit, is it's his garden, it's awful, it's grim, but he's entitled to do that, as weird as it is. But yes, I do agree with Jordan, go and talk to him. But if you've only had 3 hours of therapy, go and have some more.
Sorry, I didn't mean to sound rude then. Sorry.
Okay. Accepted. This is from Catherine with a K.
Do you want to go into that? Why she's Catherine with a K? Do you want to get?
She's probably Catholic.
Oh, the Catholics have
Ks. I think Catherine with a K is Catholic. I think. I could be wrong. Cut that, Jack, if it is.
No, keep that in, Jack.
Dear William Jordan and EPP, a close friend of mine has made some new friends that I'm not a big fan of. They're into Zodiac Signs, crystal healing, tarot reading, etc. And personally, that just doesn't float my boat. But since she became friends with them...
I went through a stage of that.
What?
Getting into all that.
Did you?
Yeah, I used to watch Colin Fry on Living.
Right.
Did you ever watch Colin Fry on Living?
No, but we'll finish Catherine's letter and then we'll come back to that.
Some carrot tarts. Carrot tarts.
Carrot tarts?
What they call tarot.
Tarot cards.
I got some for my birthday off my friend in college.
But since she became friends with them, it's all she ever talks about. I don't mind at all what people believe in, as long as it's not spewing hatred. So when she told me that she and the Coven, as they call themselves, cast a curse on a guy a couple of months ago who died in a car crash this week, dark, I know.
Jesus, bloody hell.
I started thinking she may have joined a cult. It's deeply unsettling, and I don't know how much more I can do. Should I tell her that she's probably in a cult? Is there any saving this friendship from the icy grips of the witches she now calls friends? What should I do? Thanks in advance, Catherine.
Oh, Catherine, that's awful. What an awful thing to put a curse on someone.
I think you just slowly step away from that until she's ready to come back to you.
Well, I would say, Catherine, is that you should speak to your friend. Never do that. It's either me or them, because 9 times out,
that's not going to work.
If a friend did that with me, you'd be like, well, you're putting me in a tricky situation here. But I think you need to definitely say, I think this is a cult and it's making me feel uncomfortable. And you've just got to say, I love you to bits. You're one of my best friends, but I'm worried where this is going. And sometimes you can't see wood for trees.
No.
So I think you need to tell your friend.
Well, you could do that. I would just slowly step back.
Would you? I think you need to explain to your friend. It's, again, I know it's very obvious advice, and I've said it before, but what you've said in this letter, say to your friends as well. Do you believe in all that life?
I did do tarot cards age 16 for about a month.
Did you?
I didn't know what I was doing with them. I just
can imagine being a psychic Sally.
I tell you what.
They used to have them on radio all the time.
I watched Live and Let Die. I was into my Bond film era. And I kind of like the idea.
You're so butch.
Clearly, but I was more Jane Seymour than Roger Moore. And I thought, oh, they look fun. And then I said to Granny, can I do a tarot card reading? And that was the end of that. And I got rid of the tarot cards.
Why? What happened?
She didn't believe in any of that.
Oh, did you give her a reading, though?
No, she wouldn't let me.
Really?
No.
I don't believe in tarot cards. We can't do presents. Your dead grandmother. So. Shall I do? I remember because I used to...
You haven't got any tarot cards.
Did you used to read...
You could do it with the Brownies.
Did you ever watch Colin Fry?
I don't know who Colin Fry is.
Have you seen Phoenix Nights, the thingy? I'm getting the word...
Nonce.
Yes,
I know that. Clinton Baptiste. Yeah.
They used to do...
Jordan's taking my hand.
Colin Fry used to do personal readings.
Did he?
Yeah, so he'd go into audience and he'd go, hi. So...
Why is Jordan stroking my hand?
I've got a lady here. She's a very... Oh, okay, my darling, okay. That's what you say.
It's patronising to them, was he?
Okay, my darling. I think it's an elder lady. She believes in the finer things in life. And she's showing me Le Cruzier. Is that right? Le Creuset. She left you a lot of.
Yes, she did.
She left you a lot of Le Creuset stuff, didn't she?
Or Le Creuset.
Le Creuset. She left you a lot of Creuset stuff. You've still got them, haven't you?
Yes.
She says she appreciates that you're looking after them.
Oh, thank you.
And she knows that you use them every day in a Okay.
That was her name, actually. Okay.
She can say, she says you use them every day in a kitchen and it makes her happy. Yeah. She's showing me an etiquette book, a book on manners. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Did she introduce you to etiquette?
She might have done.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, sorry, she's a very persistent...
Yeah, that sounds like her.
She's a very persistent lady. Okay. Okay. She wants me to let you know.
Jordan's made himself laugh.
I'll leave your grandmother's love with you, my child.
Thank you so much.
It's not gone too far.
I could see the point in your eyes where you had obviously made yourself laugh.
I went, right, I'll tell you this, okay. I was DJing at an event for a car showroom that used to sponsor my show in commercial radio. And we went and there was like an open night, there was like a casino there, and I was DJing, and there was like a magician, and there was a psychic there. And I, believe it or not, I went for a stage watching Colin Fry and stuff, and then you get a bit old and think, oh, they're just telling them what they want to hear. And I had a friend's mum who's got a bit too into him and obsessed and was going all the time, and I always felt sorry for him. I was like, don't like this. Feels like a bit of a... Anyway, each to their own. And this girl at this event I was at was like, come in, I really want to give you a reading. I was getting strong vibes or whatever. Jesus Christ. It was my grandma. I'm not even, and I don't believe in all, like, it was. And I was sat there, literally, my arms folded. Sitting there. And she was like, I remember she said, I've got a lady here, an old lady, and she showed me her hair. She's always really proud. She used to get her hair done every week. She was like, there's a tall gentleman behind some of the stuff they said. Yeah.
Really?
Anyway.
Well, there we go.
Sorry, one more letter. Go on.
Okay, well...
Did we give any advice for that?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, Catherine, I personally, my advice, just slowly remove yourself from the friendship until she's ready to come back to you. Jordan's advice, tell her she's a bit weird.
I'm sorry about doing that pretend psychic.
Granny and Mikey would have got on so well.
I know
because
they
were
would.
are both hypochondriacs. So they could have talked about illness until the cows come home.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Granny would have told you all the Latin names for every illness.
And your granny had a decent stint on a building site, didn't she?
She had a what?
Decent stint on a building site.
Oh, did your grandma work
No!
on a building site, Granny? Oh.
Imagine Granny
Sorry.
on a building site.
See, people think that you're like tied up and stuff. You'd literally let me just do an impression of...
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry.
This is from Evangeline. Oh, what a market name.
What a great name.
Hello, my favourite podcasters. I attended a teachers, no apostrophe, networking event for our school and nipped to the loo before it all kicked off. Whilst I was relieving myself, I noticed an interesting advert on the back of the toilet, she means lavatory door, that was selling something we could use in our school. Being in work mode, I decided to take a photo of it and send it to my head teacher. I sent the photo and carried on as normal. It was only as I sat down for my tea and went back into my messages did I realise the photo was live. And when you press it, you can hear the gentle sound of me urinating.
What a cracking, belting.
My head teacher has been very polite and hasn't acknowledged the sounds of me emptying my bladder. I don't know if that's because she genuinely didn't realise it was a live photo or if she's just trying to be polite. Should I tell her and try to laugh it off or pretend it hasn't happened and try to forget about it? Or should I leave the teaching profession altogether?
Can you see live photos on WhatsApps?
No, not on WhatsApps, but on iMessage you can.
Oh, thank God for that.
Now, for those that don't know about live photos, there's a little icon in the top right, a little circly icon. And if you press and hold it, but basically when certain phones, I don't know if other non-Apple phones do this, but when you take a photograph, it records around that photograph and thus creates almost like a very short 2-second film.
Okay.
So if you press it, it shows you everything else. And obviously, it's a bit like Ring doorbells. It records the sound as well.
Right.
And every time everyone sends me a live photograph, I always press it. I've never heard anything terrible.
What?
A live photo.
On
iMessage.
Oh, okay.
No, WhatsApp doesn't work. It doesn't.
Who sends them on iMessage?
Well, lots of
It
people.
must be meta money sending
On iMessage, but it works exactly in the same way as
But
WhatsApp.
it charges you, don't
No,
it?
it doesn't. No, only if it goes green, it charges you. If it goes blue, it doesn't.
Excuse me, was that my tummy?
That was your stomach.
Oh, God.
Evangeline, I wouldn't say anything because you don't know that your head teacher...
That's weird, that. I should have had my ready break 25 minutes ago. That's your body telling you. The body is amazing, isn't it? The body is amazing.
All right, okay.
At the time of recording, it's 25 past 10. I always have my ready break at 10. That's
Not a lot of people know this about me, but I have my ready break at 10.
That's absolutely fascinating, the body. It never seems to... That was my body, like, saying, come on, you need your ready.
So, Evangeline, I would say that I wouldn't bother saying anything. Again, this is a pretend not to notice. If you make a thing of it, it becomes a thing. So I wouldn't say anything to your head teacher that you have sent a photo of you urinating, but maybe in future you're just going to deactivate that live photo. When you're going to send it, you just touch it so it doesn't send it as a live photo. Touch the top right corner and then send.
He might be into that.
Could get a promotion.
Right, come on, we need to wrap up. Come on. Very chaotic episode today. I can't even remember starting, like, what day is it? I don't know.
It's a Tuesday.
Remember, you can listen every Tuesday and Friday. You can watch us on YouTube every weekend, and you can get us all week on your socials. So the video goes up on YouTube on this Sunday.
Yes, and we're across your TikToks and your Instagrams.
Keep a lookout for us.
All sorts.
We're at Sex with My Boss, and we'll be back on Friday.
Goodbye.